Much better game for us tonight. Last night, a lot of fun, obviously, with the crowd and the goals, but we needed to tighten it up, and I liked a lot of the things we did, and so a lot of things we did wrong or stumped our toe last night. We were better tonight. Things we did stumped our toe tonight. We'll be better next week. So that's just the start of a season with growing pains. But I liked our group tonight.
What was the biggest difference in the coaching clips that you showed that they didn't execute last night that they did tonight?
Well, we got trapped on the wall last night, 3 of the goals, and then one was on a back check. And like it was one of those things when you showed it on film, it was not to beat anybody up, but it was literally being 2 feet difference in clips where we were cheating to the offensive side. And college hockey, look at all the overtime games last night. I haven't looked tonight. It's so hard to win in college hockey, and you can't cheat. You can't like cheat to the offense. You got to stay on the strong side of the puck, and we didn't do that for 3 goals last night. And literally 2 feet difference, they don't go in.
Doug Wood once said that sometimes goals are exclamation points. It seems like every time Jimmy lines up, he's putting an exclamation point up.
I know. I heard this. I heard this guy ask me a question. He said, "People are wondering if he's going to score without the 2 line mates."
For either of the players, you guys know Jimmy pretty well. A lot of questions in the offseason. As good as he was last year, can he do it without those other 2 guys on his line? What kind of statement did you see from him tonight, either of you?
Yeah, I mean, he has an unbelievable shot, so touches the puck ever, it's got a chance to go in. I think he'll be surrounded again by players that'll give him the puck, so I think he can definitely do the same or better than last year.
If you watched him play in high school, he didn't have those guys, and he was terrific. He's been scoring goals his entire career. He had those guys for 1 year, and I know it was a great year. And we even told him, you're probably, unless there's Olympics or something, you're never gonna play with him again. But you might be reunited. So players like that just seem to do what they do. So I don't know who you've been talking about, who was worried about Jimmy Snuggerud, because I don't think there's a whole lot of people worried about Jimmy because his 2 line mates were gone. That's just part of hockey. And not will he do what he did last year? We'll see. But my goodness, he's been scoring his whole life.
Actually, that guy asked the players that question. You answered.
Yeah, I had to jump in on that one. So exclamation point.
Jimmy have a future as a shooting coach? What does he do so well? One-timers, wrist shots, everything seems to go.
It's just in his DNA. I mean, it is crazy how it comes off his stick. And it hurts too. It hurts if you're in the way of it.
Did you like seeing him shoot? He's on the 2-on-1 with Oliver Moore. It's like there's no doubt that he's gonna shoot the puck on that.
Well, like last week, he passed on a great 2-on-1 and made the great pass across. And then tonight, he's got a green light. Like 3-0, he's swinging at every shot he gets. If it's 3-0.
Even the empty netter from 175
two
feet.
2-goal lead. I'm going with analytics. You got to go for it. And so we were telling him, go for it. I hope analytics are right on that, but we got it done.
Just P&M tonight, it seemed like he had a couple very good entries, good defensive
Yes.
stick. What did you think of his game?
2 nights in a row, you're on top of some good questions. I like that. I like that. He was very good tonight. That's, Pino, those things behind the scenes. Pino went through 2 surgeries the summer before and couldn't train. And I've watched this. When that happens to an athlete, the next year is really a struggle. He had a great summer. He looks, not even in practice started. It's just the Pino we'd seen, as a younger player, and he's gaining confidence. And he's got to stay on top of that wave because it's got a really good look to it.
You think he gels very nicely with that line with Wilson and Brodzinski?
We're not there yet. We gotta, we might have to tinker. We grinded tonight, but we're close. But that's sometimes you got to get the rust off, and you got to, a couple of our lines are, we're not hitting on all cylinders yet.
Second game of the year, and we've already run out of things to say about Justen, just because he's always Justen. Right?
And last night was not was us. It wasn't him. He was very good last night, and that was Justen tonight. He just makes it look easy in there.
Your penalty kill was very aggressive tonight. Rhett Pitlick was jumping a lot of pucks. What was clicking for that group?
They had both nights we liked our penalty kill. We had, Killer has really taken charge of that. He, Steve Miller, killer. We got a couple of veterans back there. We're breaking some new guys in. We're using Pino and Jimmy Clark. They got out a handful of shifts on our kill. The real big dynamic thing we have going out there is we're playing 6 freshmen and sophomore defensemen. And those 3 sophomores are playing like almost double the minutes that they played last year. And it's gonna take them a while to get used to that. I'm kind of changing, but that how important they know what to do on a kill, but Faber was out for every kill, and they're gonna be in accelerated minutes, so that group's gonna grow.
Speaking of Steve Miller, any acknowledgement of the fact that, his son's on the other bench had to be kind of an interesting, kind of fun weekend for him?
I'm sure it's fun. They got family in, and how fortunate for him. He gets to. I'm sure Killer's gonna go back and watch the tape, and then he's gonna watch his son and see how he did. He's a psycho dad.
Is there anything
like we all are
to watch on tape?
What's that?
Tonight? Anything you're anxious to watch on tape from tonight?
It's the first thing I said. I can't wait to watch this one back. And the things that we, one more, it's like each step, we got to take another step up the ladder and see what it kind of points to.
Not a lot of new guys in the lineup this season, but among the freshmen and sophomores, any kind of pleasant surprise after 2 games that anybody kind of taking the step you wanted them to take?
Well, yeah, like, Pino and the sophomore, Jimmy Clark, been a really smart, good player. You can just see he's going to help us in so many areas as he continues to go. That line again tonight. Last night they had a terrific night with Strobes and Middlestat. And tonight they had a real good night again, putting pressure on the other team, gaining confidence. Now they got shorted in the first because of a couple penalties. Right when they got out there, we went on the power play, so they lost some ice time at the end of the first. But this is a movie I've seen. We're just going to take us some time to keep getting better.
Thanks, Al.
All right, thanks.
FYI, 10th career shutout tonight for Justen Close. Fire away.
Well,
Look at the stat sheet. What are you checking out there?
Not much, just, I don't know, I didn't know they put these here. It caught my eye today for some reason, I don't know why. Didn't really know where to look. Sorry, that wasn't a very good answer.
Just what did you see from the D corps tonight? It seemed like they were kind of pushing a lot of pucks out in front of you. Just in general, what did you see from them?
I thought we came with a little bit more of an edge to us tonight, and I thought we kept it a little bit simpler. A little less stick handling, a little more getting the puck and moving it north, and starting our breakout a little bit quicker, which I think gets our forecheck going and allows us to have maybe a little less chaos in our D zone.
Bob mentioned, last night the goals weren't on you, and you were just as calm today as you were last night. Do you have any kind of mindset to reset for tonight to get ready for the game?
Not really. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about going out and competing and giving your team a chance to win. And what happened last night was last night, and we were fortunate enough to get a win there. And you come up and you got a new day today and go at it again. And I thought we played a more complete game tonight, and I think it showed.
Just what's it like practicing against Jimmy Snuggerud? Obviously tonight we saw a bunch of his shots. Just what do you see out of him when you're facing him?
I think he goes pretty easy on me. Yeah, no, he's a talented player. He does all those little things right, and I've said before he can shoot the puck from anywhere and it's coming hard. So I think that's what makes him so effective.
Do you see the puck easier tonight? Is that something that maybe the D did a little different?
I don't think so. I mean, no. I thought you were gonna ask him about the lights or something. The lights being different, but no. I've seen it good both nights, so yeah, it's good.
How is the lighting? The seating's a little darker.
Seating's a little darker, lights a little brighter. To be honest, it's weird because people ask me about the rink too, and I don't completely notice the difference. I'm sure if we would have been playing on the old Mariucci with the wider sheet and the lights, and then the next day it changed, you'd notice the difference. But honestly, it feels pretty normal. Better. Thanks. See you guys.
Sophomore Jimmy Snuggerud. If you didn't know already.
Rico Bozzi just said he's looking forward to watching you on ESPN next year.
We'll see about that.
Just, where does that slap shot come from? It just seems like, your coach said it hurts to be in the way of that one.
A lot of practice, I think, just after practice, doing what it takes in order to, let that thing fly. A lot of teammates supporting me on that one, giving me passes after practice, so.
Do you feel like your shot's better this year than last?
I'd say so. I think I worked on it over the summer. I think, I've improved on a lot of things, and that was being one thing that, I thought I even needed to improve on more. So I'd say it's improved a little bit, yeah.
Is there anything you focus on, or is it just like repetition and volume and getting the feel?
Yeah, I'd say repetition is the biggest thing, honestly. Just the quickness is what kind of, sorts other players away from other players. I think just kind of getting off quick is what helps.
It just seems like your line's kind of clicking to start the season. Like, what do you see from Moore and just your line in general?
Yeah, Moore and Lammer, they're both really special players. I think we've built chemistry over the last, 2 games very well. I think Moore's speed is such an effective usage during the game, and Lammer's shot has improved so much from the last season. I mean, Lammer was one of the guys who I think is going to have an unbelievable year this year, and he's obviously proved it so far.
What was the film session like today? Today's game was so much different than last night's.
Yeah, as Mott says, it's Saturday. It's a coach's day, and they let us know that what we did wrong yesterday, and I think we did a lot of things wrong yesterday, but we improved on them greatly today. I think just kind of the habits we enforced early in the season now are really impactful that are going to help us in February and January, and I think just kind of Mott's letting us know now is really impactful for us.
Other than just not letting in any goals, does Justen do anything interesting back there? It just seems like it's so routine by now.
Yeah, no, he's such a dialed player. He just understands the game so well now, being obviously back for his 5th year. But I mean, perks to him. What a game!
All right, thanks, Jimmy.
Thanks, Jimmy.